Hi everyone, Henry here with another value-packed video. Today's video is so important because it's categorized under what I call the most valuable video category, because I'm going to be showing you how you can create your own digital products and you don't need to film it or even write the content of the product yourself before you create and sell. That's going to help us do this thing for us. Now, the most I made in a single day with a digital product is $1,200. And guess what? This particular product, I didn't even have to go through the hustle of 3 minutes for me to create this particular stuff. I literally used AI. I didn't write the entire thing myself. I used AI to get this stuff done. And a day, that product generated $1,200. And I want to show you how you can do this. I call this the lazy genius system, how you can use AI to literally create your own digital product. And I will not waste your time because we are going to it right away. Step number one. Now, step number one is this: when you are creating any digital product at all, the best thing you want to do is to have AI become your brainstorming partner. I see people try to come up with something very, very crazy with their brain, trying to think about, oh, I'm going to do this. You don't need to do that. Literally, you can literally use ChatGPT and AI to brainstorm digital products you can create right now. And I want to show you some of the tricks I use to do this. Right? Not every time I want to create a product, I will have to go through the hustle of, okay, I need to create a product by myself. I need to do this. This is my routine. So I always head on to ChatGPT whenever I want to brainstorm an idea. I go to ChatGPT and I have the particular formula that I use to do this. And let me show you the formula. Right? Simple. Right? You ask ChatGPT for a question, and first of all, you have to make sure that you ask a question within a niche. Right? It has to be about a particular niche. So then you tell ChatGPT to help you with ideas of products in that particular niche that you can create. I created a video around this and we created a product together on that particular video. But let me just show you what is possible. You want to use the auto suggestion feature of ChatGPT for you to have ideas. Now, let me show you. Let's say you want to go into fitness. You click fitness. When you click fitness, just wait. You will see something that will pop up under ChatGPT. Fitness routine for beginner. Fitness equipment must have for home workout. Do you know how you get about this? Is as a result of two things. First is what people are searching the most in ChatGPT. People are always asking about this stuff, and ChatGPT is giving you the option. Number two is ChatGPT go around the internet and give you keywords or to suggest what ChatGPT knows that is popular based on Google trend, based on what people are searching on Google. And this is one of the best way to know what is actually trending in your niche so that you can create products around it. So if I want to go with any of this, I will just say, oh, fitness routine. Maybe I still want to go further. I can still put routines, and ChatGPT will give me some other thing under it. Can you see? Fitness routine for beginners, fitness routines for beginners at home, fitness routine that requires no equipment, fitness routine that incorporate mindfulness and meditation. This is exactly what people are looking for on the internet, and ChatGPT can give us this. This is even more accurate and better than what Google gives, because this is using a lot of intelligence from Google, from Bing, and from every other search engine that people use to look for stuff, even like platforms like Quora.com and other forum-based platforms. So we do this, we select from what we have among these things here, and we start, right? If I want to create any product around mindfulness and meditation in fitness, I might likely go for this. Now, let's say now I have a particular topic. The reason why I will go for this is because this is my niche: fitness, mindfulness, and meditation. This is the area that I focus on. So now I have a perfect title that people are searching for. You get the point. The moment you have this, you want to ask ChatGPT. They'll give us 10 ideas, right? Give me 10 ideas for my products around, put this in inside bracket, you say around fitness routine that incorporate mindfulness and meditation. Boom. And you enter. This is how you brainstorm with ChatGPT, right? Now we are just asking for products. Now ChatGPT is giving us ideas. We can create an online course, mindfulness movement for mental clarity, mindfulness workout planners, mindful fitness retreat, mindful fitness journal, meditative fitness program. You see ideas and descriptions, right? We are seeing the ideas we are looking for and description, because some people might not know what to create. We have people with multiple talents. They have a lot of skills. So most times they have issues trying to pick one thing to do. So that is the first stage. We are brainstorming together with ChatGPT on what we can create. Now, The moment we have these ideas down, the next thing we want to do, we want to ask ChatGPT, we want to pick out the one with lowest effort. This is so important. And high demand. That's what we are looking for. We want to look for something with low effort and high demand, and we are going to ask ChatGPT that same question. So we go back to ChatGPT and we say, from these 10 product ideas, give me top 5 I can create with low effort, but it has high demand. Voila, that's what you ask ChatGPT. And let's allow ChatGPT to also do the stuff again. So this time around, ChatGPT is giving us accordingly. He said the first thing we can do is mindful fitness planner or journal, right? Why? Journal and planners are relatively simple to create digitally and physically. Template can be designed with tools like Canva, Notion, and you can sell them as printable on platforms like this. You see, giving us everything. Effort low, create a single design template. Demand is high. So you can see now, number 2 is audio workouts with meditations. Record audio is simpler than creating full video content. The effort is low here. However, the demand is very high. So this is how you go about doing your research with ChatGPT to create products, right? And it's so easy. Like I'm saying, you don't need to write anything. I'm literally just asking questions. If you know how to ask the right questions, you will be able to literally create your own products, and it will be so unique. See, there is nothing like, oh, you can't use AI to create products. You can use AI to create products if you know how to ask the right questions, and it will be as though everything there is you. Meanwhile, it's not, you are not putting all the effort, but you only know what to do and the kind of question to ask for you to get these stuffs done. So online course, right? It's also there for you to record pre-recorded course. You record it once and you sell it forever. Effort is moderate. It's not as easy as planner and audio, but the demand is very, very high. So let's go back to our drawing board. So that is step number 2. Now we have the stuff that we need to do. The third thing is we want to validate our idea. This is so important, right? We want to validate our idea to be sure that what we're about to do, is this something that will make us a lot of money? We want to take further steps to validate it. Now, the best way to validate your idea is literally to go on Google Trend to check if this stuff is even on high demand. And let me show you how to do that. But first of all, let's go to ChatGPT and look for which of the, let's go for the first one, right? ChatGPT told us it's in high demand, but we want to validate, is it true? Is it really on high demand? Let's look for mindfulness fitness planner. So we'll go to Google Trend. For us, we want to find out if this stuff is something that we can create right now and sell. So now we are on Google Trend. The first thing you want to do, you want to think about 2 things. First thing is this, your location. Now, the product you are selling, is it a global product or is it a location-based product? If it's a location-based product, you want to come to this place and search for the location that you are targeting, right? And make sure that you are targeting the right location. If it's a worldwide product, then you can select worldwide. Right now, let's go for a product that I know that I want to sell in the United States of America. So I just click USA. So when I click USA, it will bring me this. You see this place has changed to US. Right now, I want to type in my query, right? Mindfulness planner. I'll click enter. So now every of my results that I'm going to be seeing, it will be based on US, right? So we want to change it. This stuff is showing in the past day, and that's not what we are looking for, right? We want to look for in the past 3 months, which is 90 days. Let us see the trend. By the time you check here, you see the trend, you notice the trend is not showing anything for you. Let's go for the past 5 years and see mindful fitness planner. So when we check the last 5 years, this stuff only spiked. When was that? This is May 2024 in US, and after then, no much traction, right? So people are not really searching for this particular product in the market, in the US market. Can you see? This is how to validate your product, because yes, some product might be selling. The reason why they are selling is because perhaps they already have audience in the market. If you are coming into the system, you are coming into the market without audience, you must do this research to validate if people are actively looking for your product, for the product you want to create. That's why this research is so important. Now let's turn this to worldwide. When we select worldwide on the same search term, let's see what is the trend globally, since we are creating a global product. As we can see here, it is still giving us a very poor result. Now we validate that this might not be the best idea to go for right now. You see, that is how to validate your idea. because not everything you want to do, ChatGPT just tell you that go and do it, and you are going for it. So let's copy this number 2 and see. So we'll copy the next one. Let's try the next idea again to see what. So guided audio workout with meditation. Now sometimes it could be that it is too narrow, right? It's too niche. So sometimes you might need to use a keyword of something that's a little bit broad. You can see this is 2020. It went up around 2020, and the last time it went up again was this year January. So we can see now this is how to validate your products that you want to create. Let's validate one more. If you do this, you create a product that you can sell very fast, instead of you wasting time to create a product that you don't even know if people are looking for it or not. Over time, look at another trend. Now some of you are seeing this. This does not mean that you will not be able to sell. People are looking for this, but not as much. They are not like very high trend. And again, this market, like I said, is very niche. So you will still get some traction, but not as much. Now let me do something very popular for you to see. Let's try meditation fitness cards. Now with this, we are getting more traction, we are getting more results because it's a little bit broader. Now let's look for meditation fitness. Now see what we are talking about. See meditation fitness. So whenever you're doing your research, you must look at the broader picture, then now look at the niche aspect of it. Now this is what I talk about in my core product creation secret. I literally go through this stuff one by one for different niche to show you how to do research and how to find product that is like a time bomb, that the moment you create it, it sells like crazy, right? So now we are seeing see the trend for this particular product, for this particular keyword, meditation fitness. People are actually looking for it. But now if you want to do something niche, if we are searching for niche, we will keep looking for niche and see, are people actually searching for the exact title that you asked? One way to do this is to also go to Amazon. Now we can see the locations: Australia, Philippines, Switzerland, Ireland, Canada, other related query. So that is how to perform the research, and I call it a 3-step research. So the first one is you brainstorm. The second one is you check the market viability, something that can create now, today, and there is a demand for it. Then we validate the demand using Google Trend to check if the trend is going up or is stable. In this case now, see the trend is pretty stable, right? It's not like it's going down or it's going up. There is a steady trend here. So depending on the time, new year and middle of the year, towards the end of the year, like that, the trend is kind of stable. Let's look at in the time frame of 1 year, with that is 12 months. How is the trend? You see the trend, right? Started here, down, up, like that. So the trend is pretty stable, which means if you have a product in this particular niche, you'll be making stable amount of money because this is a very stable area, and that is how to know, right? There is a lot to look into when it comes to doing this type of research. So let's move on to the next step. I don't want to waste too much time here. That's why I have a special course. I have a module specially for this type of research. So once we have done this part with the AI, right, to help us with these various tools, this tool here, this for brainstorming, then the next part we check demand, then we go with our trend. Step number 2 is building the product with the robot, right? Now how can we create our own product? We want to go with the guided meditation journal or whatever it is. So this is the first thing we want to do. Now the truth is this: neither are you a writer, but now we can employ AI to get the job done for us. And that is why we are going to be looking at how can AI create this stuff for us and what is the best way for us to get, because your product is basically a content. So but we need to give, now what we need to do now is to have the prompt and give ChatGPT a prompt to help us create this particular product. So here is a sample prompt you can use, right? Create a 10-page morning routine guide, right, for remote workers. Use bullet points. Now this is a very short, we call it one-shot prompt, where you can just tell ChatGPT stuff to do from beginning to the end. We are not saying create outline first, then later we say create the content. We are just telling it to create everything from beginning. This, you are doing what we call vibe marketing, right? You are literally just going on ChatGPT and just asking questions and tweaking the questions, making sure that whatever thing you are looking for you know what you're looking for, and you're asking ChatGPT by different prompts to give you the answer. So you start with this. By the time ChatGPT creates 10 page for you, discover that you don't like what you see in page 3, page 4, page 5, you can say change page 1 for me, change page 2 for me, change page 3. That is how you go about doing vibe creating, right? So, and with this, ChatGPT can go ahead and create the content for you. Step number 2 is you can just go to Midjourney, take this content, or use Canva. I like to use Canva, but again, Midjourney, you can always use Midjourney too. For Midjourney is fantastic. You see nice images. It can be you want to use it for the cover or for the template. You can always use Midjourney to create your products. It's all about prompt as well. And Canva for me is even the best option. Let me show you something here on Canva. You see all this stuff here. At least a course where I teach people how to create content, right? And they're all templates. You just go and you modify the template and you start putting information and you start putting your content inside of the template, right? That is how you go about doing this. Canva is fantastic when it comes to this. Canva is so good with it. So another thing you can see, even this another one, this is also something that was done on Canva. Literally, this is a client's job right here, and the client paid for it, right? Template and all that. Clients are paying for all this stuff here, all done using Canva. So you can just use Canva template and do your stuff, put all the content you got from ChatGPT. That will be the next phase of it. Once you have your content, the next thing is you put this content inside of template. Depending on what your product is, if it's a template, if it's full complete content, anything at all, there is always a template on Canva to do these designs. Then the next thing is for you to bundle them, right? To bundle your products. You don't want to just create one template and say you want to sell it for $10. No, it will be like template of 7, because these things are very easy to do. So create like 7, a pack of templates. That is the big mistake a lot of people make. Just want to create one thing and say I want to sell it. No, even if it's $1 you want to sell it, make it a package. Give it to them for that $1 or for $10. The most important thing is it should solve a problem for them. Now, if you want to do this, like I said, the tools here, ChatGPT will help you to create the content. Midjourney and Canva can be used for the design. Then you have your Google Drive to store your content, so that whenever somebody pays you, they just go. When they pay you after your promotion, when they pay you, you give them access to the product using Google Drive. Google Drive will save you a ton. Now that you have your product, it's been designed, we need to promote so that we can make money with this product. And that is why we are going to be looking at the last step. Step number 3 is launch. Now, launching here is so important. It's almost like copy and paste for you, right? Because you are not creating the things that we are going to be doing here in the launching. The first thing you want to do, you want to go and sign up for System.io to help you create a landing page. You want to create landing page. When you create landing page, you also create your product inside of System.io platform. You can use it to sell your product. If you don't want to use Google Drive, you can set in your price, enable one-click upsell on System.io as well for you to sell other multiple products. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Now, when you go to System.io, you will see this is an example of a landing page that I created using AI. The same ChatGPT, Claude AI, DeepSeek. I just gave it one prompt. If you have not watched the video, click to watch the video after this video, right? I literally use one prompt to create this entire landing page to sell the package. Now, let's say you have a product. You can create a landing page like this using System.io and host it for free to sell your product. Like, I don't know if it's just me. This is so simple to do right now. Everybody can do this. The most important thing is your product should solve problem for people. As long as it can solve problem, these things are so easy to do. So, like we can even see this another landing page using System.io to create the landing page for the product, and people can come check out your product, come here, fill in their information, and pay you. This is a real product. Like, this is a real product I'm selling. Where people come, this is the lead magnet on the platform where they can just check how much traffic can I generate in a month. If you can generate 14,000 traffic in a month, and people that you are selling to, when they land on your landing page, is converting them, let's say by 1%, and your product is, let's say, $10, right? You are making $1,500 every single month, creating a simple template. That is what it is. So you see this calculation I just did now. People come here and they do the calculation. After doing the calculation, they try to check out my product and they buy my course on how to do it. You can do the same thing using Systemi.io to create a landing page like this for your own product. That is where the last part of it, where you need to sell your product using Systemi.io by creating a landing page or a sales page. Now, so once you have your landing page or your sales page, you want to upload your product to Systemi.io platform. This is very, very easy to do. Upload your product on the platform so that when they come to a landing page, they are able to pay and now have access to the product. Easy peasy. Now, the last part is promotion. You need to learn how to promote your product. Either you use ads, right? Paid ads is very important if you want to fast track a lot of stuff. So you either use paid ads or you go with free, which is organic method, right? By promoting on social media platforms, using TikTok, using your own email list. If you already have an email list, use your email list to promote it. Social media platform, you use that to promote your product. Now, if your product is live on Systemi.io already, you are promoting it, you start making money on repeat because they are buying it. You are running traffic to your landing pages. People are seeing your product. A percentage of them, let's say 1 to 3% are buying, and you keep running traffic, you'll be making sales on your products. Once you have that, let me show you something here. Some of you are complaining about, okay, I don't know how to create the funnel so that I can sell. I don't know how to do the step-by-step. I will leave a video for you that you can watch on how you can build your own landing page and add your product to it so that somebody can land on that particular landing page, have access to your product after they pay you. And that is how to make money in Systemi.io in 2025 using AI, ChatGPT, and System.io. Go and watch the next video and see you in the next one.